Hi everyone, my name is Pilot Build Cities, but you can call me Pilot, and welcome to Jetzburg by the Sea. I'm really excited to be launching my new series today for you all. It's on a custom map that I have built myself. It's my first time doing map making in City Skylines, so as part of the comments on the city, also feel free to leave some feedback about the map. I would love to upload it to Paradox Mods at some point, but just waiting for a few more updates. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But yeah, Jetzburg is inspired by an area near where I grew up, so I kind of grabbed a geographic location from there when building this map. It is a very simple start. We only have just this one little highway entrance here, so it needed at least one road connection, so that's why we've done that here, but there is no rail and no sea connections existing. That doesn't mean we won't bring them in, but I wanted to do something kind of completely custom and also a very simple, maybe more realistic start. So our starting tiles will be in this area. We do have access to this water, and then also kind of in this area. I think I gave about 6 total to start with. And yeah, we've got this whole buildable area. I've decided to turn the clouds on, but we'll see if we keep that on. Let me know in the comments below. Clouds, no clouds, what are we thinking? But yeah, so we'll eventually build the city out this way, and Jetzburg, I gave it the sort of theme of by the sea, and I did that because I really want to build something that's kind of got the water in mind. I love living by the water. I currently live by the water, and yeah, so I definitely want to bring more stuff in that's water-based into this map. There will be, of course, airplanes. I added lots of outside airplane connections, but yeah, we have this beautiful big bay, a little airplane right there available to us. So we'll be using a lot of that to our advantage for sure. Water was really difficult in Properton, my last series. Missed it already. And yeah, I really wanted to be able to incorporate things like the cargo and the ships and all that stuff. It's not really available in Properton. So anyways, yeah, I'm really excited to get started. So here we are again in our starting square. So we have the water here. I have loaded the map with some natural resources. Again, kind of new to map making, so if it's not really placed very well, do let me know. We can definitely make some adjustments. We've got lots of ore in the hills and oil. Fertile land basically everywhere for the most part, and again, some more ore over there. We do have in our mods, however, the resource tools available as well. This is a fully modded series, I should mention. So we will be doing lots of modding. There probably won't be any game-changing mods, except for maybe the depot capacity balancer, just because I find the train depots are a little small, but we'll see. As I introduce mods, I'll try and let you know, and I'll try and also make a full list. It's a bit difficult right now to do mod lists, but as it updates, I will try and put updates in the description below. But yeah, we also have our wind direction here. It kind of blows straight across the map, almost this direction the whole way, I believe, was how I set it up. It's a little bit weaker here in the middle, but definitely kind of around some of these edges and valleys, it's a lot stronger. So, and what else can I tell you? A few groundwater deposits, again, a bit random to be honest, but yeah, they're also there here in the map as well. So what we'll do is actually, because it's the start of a city, I'm actually going to dive right into a building time-lapse, and what I'm going to do is commentate where necessary and go from there. So we are starting with our service interchange. I've chosen to do a Parklow and Diamond interchange mix, although it's half a Parklow, so I'm not sure if I can call it that. But anyways, we'll start there. The advantage to the Parklow is that there's less weaving of traffic. This is safer than a traditional Clover, which involves the same lane being used for merging and exiting. The other side is a Diamond, as this is simply easier to construct and doesn't need to be too complicated this early on in the city. We don't have highway ramps at the moment, but once we have enough development points, we'll come back and upgrade the lanes. One little detail I love is as you build off the two-way highway, the lane markings change from passing lanes to solid no passing lanes. It's really neat and small detail that I'm glad they included in the game. We will consider rebuilding the highway and interchanges later on as the region grows to meet the demands. We also need a name for this town. Something aviation or water themed would work well. We'll use a 4-lane road for the main collector through town. I know some prefer to start with dirt roads, but I think the way we would want our city planners to build this city is with expansion in mind, so we'll try and strike a balance between cost and future planning. We're building out a grid and we'll plan the main part of our town here, and we'll also be adding another neighborhood by the sea or shore. Just a side note, I do understand the terrain looks a little broken on the edges. This is due to how the game creates maps with the buildable area and the world map. I've tried fixing it, but if there's any map makers out there that have any suggestions, I'll try and fix it further. I wanted to use this path to block some right away for a future rail line, but later on I decided that the rail will likely enter elsewhere on the map since this route would be full of curves or require a lot of terraforming or bridges to work well. For our utilities, we'll start with just a small water tower, a wind turbine, and the sewer outlet. Well, we're just gonna dig a hole until we can get the water treatment plant, as there's no water flow out of the bays in the starting area, so it would be difficult and look bad to have the sewer water there. Next we'll get to building out most of our town and detailing where needed. I really enjoy using layers of heights in my builds as of late. The terrain in Properton was full of slopes in some areas, and while this was frustrating at the start, I grew to love playing with the layers. As you saw earlier, I used the contour lines to build out this roadway network and added some key walls. While the key walls would be expensive, we can imagine that this part of the city was built by a developer who sold the houses or lots for a premium price since the town is located by the water. While I'm not a city planner, I do know that in my city, developers often pay for infrastructure in a city when they are building. That can be community amenities or other infrastructure. In one area I lived, a developer paid to build a pedestrian path over a railway line to help boost the walkability of the city. Up here, I plan on adding some row housing. I really like how the row houses sort of blend into the terrain nicely, and they really work well on kind of coming around some of these corners too. So we'll zone a few here. I won't zone them too deep, and then I'll probably just plop a few more houses here as well. And then I'll try and connect up the roads the best I can. And yeah, then we'll probably transition into a little bit of detailing here in just a second and see what we can sort of bring together. Some of the buildings in now, I'm just going to do a little bit of detailing in this area. I really like kind of detailing and building at the same time. I just find it helps me a lot when I'm trying to sort of piece together how an area is looking and sort of just fill in any gaps, whether it's with a little bit of detailing. Are we going to maybe add some more zoning? Do I need to fix some bushes? Stuff like that. So also sometimes I just like to put down a lot of trees and new milestone. Perfect. Let's take a look through that. Awesome. So yeah, we'll just sort of paint down some trees here and yeah, kind of get this area looking really nice to start with. And then yeah, I just like to kind of go back through, make some adjustments. Some of these trees are a little small. We'll see where we can sort of place stuff in, and then maybe we'll also look at some of these row houses as they kind of zone in. Maybe we'll adjust a couple of them just so that maybe they're all the same length, but we'll see how it looks. I'm kind of open, so. But yeah, here, like obviously it's a bit hard to fit any more zoning in, so just kind of by placing the trees around, you see like it kind of just fills in this area a little bit better. And yeah, I think maybe we'll kind of do something with that open space over there. So start building this park here, and yeah, just kind of, you know, using a little bit of surface tool here to put down some dirt, and then we'll kind of line it again with maybe some other bushes or trees here, a couple bushes to kind of do just to kind of blend in that sharp edge there. And then we'll just place down some of the playground items that we have, since we haven't actually unlocked any parks yet. So at least this is something custom, it fits the neighborhood. Obviously there would probably be some little kids here who would like to come play. And yeah, I think with the unlocking of parks a little bit later on, we'll definitely place some in this area that they fit appropriately. And we can also do some customizing, obviously, with the better bulldozer tool. So, but yeah, I really like you know, doing some custom stuff now. That's a lot of things I learned in Properton, especially early on, because we don't have a lot of props still. That's kind of one option available to us. So here I'm just starting to put in a little bit more of the neighborhood. We'll put some row housing here following kind of the contour lines. And then afterwards, we'll put a little bit of probably some low density down on this end just to kind of blend it into this whole area. So I'll be finishing that off, and then I'll be back in a little bit.
You should've let me
not the greatest with industry, so we'll probably come back and redo that area at some point. But right now, I just want to place in the small elementary school. Oh boy, Pilot. Yeah, I think this is great having these assets, obviously, with the detailers patch now. That really kind of helps build a little bit of a smaller start to your city, so we wouldn't really need a giant elementary school that holds 1,000. That also fits quite well. So I definitely want to increase some of the walkability in this area as well. So I'm just going to place a few paths around here, and we'll kind of get these hooked up the best we can, you know, considering how things like to snap sometimes. So, but yeah, I think with the paths, people will be able to walk in between houses. It's a little bit difficult, I think, to get anything sort of connected to the top layer, because when you do that sometimes with the road upgrades tool, you also have the key kind of placed on both sides, and oh, we need some more power, so we'll throw down another windmill and we'll get that connected, and maybe we'll do some budget adjustments as well, just to make sure that, yeah, we're not going to be running out of money anytime soon. More industrial details here. Using the better bulldozer, you can kind of bulldoze the stacks off. So I don't know if those will come back when the buildings upgrade, but I did plop these ones, so I can always go into my plop the growable settings and turn on the locking building level for any buildings that we plop. Again, we'll probably redo most of this area in a later episode when we kind of do a bit more of an expansion, but yeah, I think we'll just kind of finish off some of the final details, and then I'll see you a little bit after some cinematics. Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this first episode of Jetzburg. I'm really actually loving how this neighborhood is coming together, and I think I'm actually going to keep the roadhouses being varied. I think that gives a lot of character to the neighborhood. And yeah, I don't want anything looking too uniform. Sorry, just turning off that mode. But yeah, I think I'm really happy with how this is coming together, especially this waterfront. Yeah, I filled it in with trees, but then I kind of just cleared this area out. Might have to clear a little bit more out because I kind of thought of the view of these people afterwards. You know, they might want to actually take a look at this bay here. So yeah, like there's not really much to review. So again, we sort of plopped a lot of the houses, zoned a lot of the row homes to kind of transition from the row home down to, so we have some low density here, and then also over here is mostly low density. Obviously it's looking a little bare in some areas because we're going to come back through and expand a little bit later on. But yeah, and then kind of in the main area here, we do have elementary school started and some parking. Again, very basic. We're going to come back through and do education complex at one point in this area as well. And once we have some more parks unlocked, I want to do some more work in this area. I could do something custom, but I would like to actually take advantage of, you know, game mechanics and have parks there as well. So finally, we do have, just ignore the pool back there. We have our start of our industry. I think next episode we'll look at expanding industry and kind of giving it a little bit more detail. I'm not always the best industry, but yeah, you know, I think it's a very simple start, and that's kind of the goal of the series. Is, you know, we're not going to go too crazy. We're going to try and progress. Again, as I mentioned, you know, realistically with some expansion that is well thought out, but also balances planning for the future, all that stuff. So yeah, we'll have to stay tuned for the next episode. But this area does need a name. You know, anything sort of water themed, aviation themed. If you need any hints, maybe look up the Spruce Goose that's in McMinnville, or, you know, look up the history of Pan Am and the Jet Clipper name, and you know, kind of let me know what you think about that, and maybe we'll try and get something named in the next episode. But that'll do it for me for today. So take care, everyone, and bye-bye.